This is the precursor case to the Karmelo Anthony, Austin Metcalf case. So it's kind of giving us a preview what to expect, because this headline is misleading. This Grayson Allison kid did not go free. Jose Ramirez was punished because of his actions. So let's get into it. See, Grayson Allison, if you didn't know, had an argument with Jose Ramirez at the prom. The shit spilled over into the next day. And they got people who said Allison made threats. He made threats that he wanted to do something harmful to Ramirez. So Ramirez and his crew comes up to the school because they're gonna meet up again. They already planned to meet up again. So they meet up in the bathroom where Allison's friend says, hey, Allison tried to leave. But Ramirez and his friends, they wanted that funk. And he said when they started fighting, he tried to break it up, but one of Ramirez's friends socked him in the jaw, and he couldn't break the fight up. So they had fisticuffs. Boom, boom, boom. They blue blocking him. So Allison pulls out a knife because maybe Ramirez was getting the best of him while they blue blocking. Boom, boom, boom. And Allison just goes to town. He don't stab him once. He stabs him multiple times. And he runs out of the bathroom. Boom, boom, boom. He goes home where he stashes the knife. He gets on the phone. He calls someone. He said, man, I did something bad at the house. I did something bad at the school. The police come to the house. They hear him on the phone, cuff him up in the handcuffs, click, click, and take him to jail where he admits that, hey, man, I stabbed the dude. It was in self-defense. He was blue blocking me. I didn't want to fight. I tried to leave, but he kept blue blocking me, And so I pulled out my knife and I got busy. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. They gave him
criminally negligent homicide is prosecuted.
Which leads us to the question of, why didn't they charge Allison with having a knife on school ground? Because that's what everyone is asking about Karmelo Anthony. Why doesn't he get charged with having a knife on school ground? When he didn't have a knife on school ground, he had a cleek sharpener. But Allison didn't get charged with a knife on school ground. Everyone's saying, well, why didn't they just fight? They could have just fight. He didn't have to lose his life. Well, are y'all saying that about Allison? Ramirez didn't have to lose his life. They could have just fought. Allison could have just took an ass whooping. It was one-on-one. Nobody jumped in. It was a one-on-one fight. He decided he had to pull a knife. Allison made threats. He made threats to Ramirez's girlfriend about what he wanted to do to Ramirez. All of y'all are saying that Karmelo Anthony made a threat toward Metcalf by saying, touch me and see what happens. This man clearly said that he wanted to see Ramirez's jaw out of line. He wanted to see Ramirez suffer, in other words. Karmelo Anthony just said, touch me and find out. They don't look like it's the same type of threat. So Karmelo Anthony stabbed Metcalf after he put his hands on him. Allison stabbed Ramirez after they got into a fight. If Allison is only facing 2 years, and he had his bail reduced from $1 million, he's only facing 2 years. He's out on bond at home, I should say, until the sentence. So what's the problem with Karmelo Anthony getting the same type of treatment? Oh, I see what it is. There's a white boy who killed a brown boy, and it's a black boy who killed a white boy. So the state of Texas is on the clock. If they do not handle both cases the same because they're similar, but Allison's case is worse, what it's basically saying is brown and black lives don't matter. It's okay for white people to kill brown people, and black people can't kill white people. Hey, not my game.